pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Tutor Joby, and good afternoon, grade 4 learners from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Isa na namang matsayang hapon para sa ating lahat. And, Tutor Joby, bago ko ibigay sa iyo yung floor, gusto ko ang ating mga viewers, ang ating mga grade 4 learners, i-share na nila ang FB Live natin. And then, mag-comment sila sa comment box ng, ano nga yan? Ano nga yan? Puso. Okay. So, ready na ba? Mag-share na? Nakapag-share na ba sila, Tutor Joby?
Sige, mag-share na kayo mga kids para mas marami, mas masaya. Ayan, so isang matgandang araw sa ating mga online learners. Muli narito kami para na naman sa isang kabuluhang pag-aaral sa matematika. Ayan, sige nga, tignan natin kung nakapag-share na natin ang ating link para mas marami ang makakapanood. Ayan, so marami na tayong mga nagko-comment, Tutor Wella. So,
okay, Tutor Joby, batiin muna natin sila ng isang masayang hapon. Okay, sino-sino na kaya ang mga nandito sa ating FB Live, Tutor Joby? Pakibasa nga, Tutor Joby.
Okay, tignan natin. Nandito kanina nakita ko kanina, ang unang-unang nag-message ay Yana Rain.
Yana
Si Yana
Rain.
Rain, yes. Ria Janine. Jan Kasia, Heavenly Tanghian, i-shout out natin ang kanyang advisor na si Miss Feby Andrea Pardillo at ang kanilang principal na si Ma'am Mariclu Mateo Alpas ng San Roque Central Elementary School, San Roque District. Ayan, si Emerald Montañez. Sino pa ba? Meron din ako nakitang mga estudyante natin sa San Lorenzo Ruiz Elementary School. Ayan. So,
Okay.
ano nga bang
Nandyan din, Tutor Joby, si Ria Janine Gorospe, si Enrico Dalupan, at saka si Aaron Kyle Temporosa, si Jasmine Ferrer, si Aisel Bidek, si Mary Sofia, si Jasmine De Pedro, si Nicolay. Good afternoon, learners. Thank you sa
Yes.
pagsama sa amin ni Tutor Joby.
Yes, shout out na rin natin muna si Ma'am Erlinda Torre, ang grade 4 math teacher natin sa San Lorenzo, at si Ate Jean Hermogenes, nanonood yan. Okay, binabalikan niya, nire-reminis niya ang lesson niya nung elementary. Okay, so ang pag-aaralan natin ngayong araw ay grade 4 math 4 quarter 2 week 2 at ang topic natin ay greatest common factor. Siyempre, huwag niyong kakalimutan, kami po ang inyong tutor, si Tutor Prince, ang aming mentor, with Tutor Wella, and yours truly, Tutor Joby, every Friday, 3 to 3:40 p.m. Okay, so, Tutor Wella.
Okay. Yes, Tutor Joby, before we go on, magpasalamat muna tayo sa ating mga module writers sa ADM, sa Central Office, at sa gumawa ng module, Region 5. Maraming salamat sa pagpapahiram ng inyong module sa amin. Okay.
Yes. So, bago tayo magpatuloy, Tutor Wella, ihanda muna nila ang kanilang papel, lapis or ballpen para makasabay sa pag-compute kung maiko-compute tayo ngayong araw. Okay. So, ano nga ba ang ating objectives, Tutor Wella?
Okay. After this session, you are expected to write a given number as a product of its prime factors. 2. Find the common factors and the greatest common factor or GCF of two numbers using the following methods: listing, prime factorization, and continuous division. And number 3, solve real-life problems involving GCF or greatest common factor of two given numbers. Okay.
So, let's continue. So, bago
Okay.
tayo pumunta, Tutor Wella, sa new lesson natin, i-review muna natin sila, ang mga online learners natin.
Okay, so balikan muna natin ang previous lesson natin. Okay, learners, please be ready with your pen and paper. Okay, for number 1, this is what you're going to do. Write a number as a product of its two factors. And for number 1, ang product natin ay 32. Okay, so handa ng comment box or ihanda na ang inyong sinulatang papel. Okay, so for number 1, 32 ang product natin. Kapag ang sinagot nyo ay one of these ay pwede. So ang sinagot nila, Tutor Joby, ay 1 times 32, 2 times 16, at 8 times 4. Very good, learners. Tama ang inyong sagot. Okay, so Tutor Joby, for number 2, ang product natin ay 48. So, ano kaya ang dalawang factors na i-multiply mo para makuha ang product na 48? Okay, so comment down your answers, children. And then, pakisulat na rin sa inyong papel ang sagot. Kapag ang sinagot nyo ay isa sa mga isinulat namin ni Tutor Joby, 1 times 48, 2 times 24, 4 times 12, 6 times 8, and 3 times 16. Okay ang sagot ninyo, learners. So, ayan, may mga sagot naman sila, Tutor Joby. Kahit hindi kompleto ang set ng factors na isinulat natin dyan, at least kahit isa meron silang ginawa. Okay, very good pa rin. Number 3, Ang product natin ay 70. Okay, ano kaya ang pwedeng maging factors ng 70? Okay, so Tutor Joby, kapag ang sinagot nila ay one of these, 1 times 70, or pwede ding 2 times 35, pwede ding 5 times 14. Very good sila, Tutor Joby. Okay, yan. Marami silang nakakuha rin ng tamang sagot dyan. Nakasulat din sila ng factors of 70. Okay. So,
Actually,
yes, Tutor
Actually,
Joby?
Tutor Wella, mula sa number 1 hanggang number 3, nakikita ko nagpo-post nga sila ng kanilang sagot at marami sa
Okay.
kanila talaga nakakuha ng sagot. So meaning,
Mm.
naintindihan nila yung past lessons natin.
Okay, okay. Nag-aral silang mabuti, Tutor Joby, bago sila pumasok sa ating online tutorial. Okay, so as we move on, may I call on Tutor Joby for our new lesson for today. Take it away, Tutor Joby.
Okay, so punta na tayo sa ating new lesson. So let's us read and analyze the problem. So this is our problem. Nancy has 8 red and 12 pink gumamela flowers that will be given to her teachers. She will put them in vases with equal number of red and pink flowers. What is the greatest possible number of vases will she use? Okay, so para lalo nating maintindihan ang problem natin, we have to answer the questions that follows. Okay, so what is us in the problem? Dapat alam natin kung anong tinatanong diyan. So what are the given facts? And what can you say about Nancy? So alam ko, alam nyo na yung sagot. 'Di ba? Kasi yung what is us, makukuha yan sa statement doon sa ating story problem. So kung ito ang inyong sagot, the greatest number of vases that Nancy will use, very good. Tama ang inyong sagot. And what are the given facts? We have 8 red gumamela flowers and 12 gumamela flowers. So, itong mga data po natin nandun pa rin po sa ating problem. So, what can you say about Nancy? So, bibigyan niya ng flowers ang kanyang mga teachers. What kind of person is she? So, kung ang sagot nyo ay Nancy is grateful to have her teachers and Nancy is thoughtful, very good. Yan. So, alam ko, Tutor Wella, kahit yung mga estudyante natin, nung face-to-face, talagang pag may flowers sila sa bahay, nagdadala sila sa school. Ayan. So, alamin natin kung paano natin kukunin kung ilang vases nga ba ang kailangan na gamitin ni Nancy. So, we have there 8 and 12 gumamela flowers. So, ano kaya yung paraan para masagutan natin? So, let's find out. So, by using the GCF. Ano nga ba yung GCF? So, GCF is the greatest common factor or is the biggest factor or number common to the given number. So, kukunin natin yung pareho daw, common, pero pinakamalaking factors. Okay. So, paano nga ba ang paraan ng pagkuha ng GCF? So, meron po tayo ditong tatlong methods. So, to determine the GCF, we have to use listing method, prime factorization, or continuous division. So, tatlo po ang ating pag-aaralan ngayong method. So, unahin muna natin ang listing method. So, paano nga ba ang paggamit ng listing method? So, listing method ang gamitin muna natin. So, take a look at the factors of 8 and 12. So, what are the factors of 8? So, we have there 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. How about 12? So, we have 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. So, i-list down natin yung factors of 8 and 12. So, the factors of 8, we have 1, 2, 4, and 8. How about 12? So, we have there 1, 2, 4, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So, isinulat na natin. So, ang kukunin natin ay greatest common factors. Look at the listed factors. Meron tayong nakikitang mga common factors. And what are those common factors? So we have there 1, another 2, and the last one is 4. So there are 3 common factors. Kapag sinabi nating common factors, pipiliin naman natin ngayon yung greatest, pinakamalaki. So which of these numbers has the greatest value? So 1, 2, or 4. So therefore, 8 and 12, the greatest common factor is, ano po yun? Ano yung nakikita nyong greatest diyan sa tatlong yan? May suspense pa, no? So, obviously, we have 4. So, therefore, the greatest common factor of 8 and 12 is 4. That is how to use listing method. Ngayon naman, ipapakita sa atin ni Tutor Wella ang prime factorization at saka continuous division. Okay, go on, Tutor Wella.
Okay, for the next method, Tutor Joby, prime factorization ang gamit natin. So, when a composite number is written as a product of all its prime factors, we have prime factorization. And we use the factor 3 to determine the prime factors. So, take a look at our number 8 and 12. Okay, which ano kaya ang ma-think natin na two factors for 8? Okay, 8 can be factored as 2 times 4 and 4 can be factored as 2 times 2. Okay, so ayan na ang mga prime factors ng 8. We have 2 times 2 times 2. And for 12 naman, 12 can be factored as 2 times 6, and 6 can be factored as 2 times 3. Oh, ayan. Tingnan ninyong mabuti. Ano ang mga prime factors ng 12? We have there 2 times 2 times 3. Kaya ilista nyo po yan. So, tingnan ninyo ha. List down the prime factors of 8 and 12. For 8, nandyan na 2 times 2 times 2. And for 12, you have there 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, which prime factors are common to both numbers? Okay, nandyan ang 2. And then, sa 12 naman, mayroon ding 2 times 2. Okay. So, anong gagawin ninyo? I-multiply ninyo yan. So, 2 times 2 equals to 4. So, take a look at that. So, the GCF of 8 and 12 is 4. Okay. So, alam kong nakuha nila yan, Tutor Joby. Kasi sinasabayan tayo nila sa pagsagot. Number 3, gagamitin natin ay continuous division naman. Pero before that, may steps tayo to be followed. Ayan ang step 1. Meron tayong write the given numbers horizontally and find a prime number that will divide all the given numbers without a remainder, if possible. So, tingnan natin dyan. Okay, isulat muna natin ang number natin na 8 and 12. So, tingnan ninyong mabuti, children, ha? Ano kaya ang number na makapag-divide sa 8 and 12 na walang remainder? So, ano yung prime na yan na number na yan? So, of course, we have 2. So, divide the given numbers by the prime number and write the quotient below the dividend. So, 8 divided by 2 equals to 4. And then 12 divided by 2 equals to 6. So again, tingnan ninyong mabuti, hindi pa naman prime numbers ang nandyan. So may number pa na makapag-divide sa kanila. So ano uli yung prime number na yan? So ma-divide natin uli sila by 2. Okay. 2 lang ang makapag-divide uli sa kanila na walang remainder. So again, 4 divided by 2, that is 2. And 6 divided by 2, that is 3. So tingnan ninyong mabuti, 2 and 3 has no more common divisor. Wala na silang common divisor. So yan na, tingnan ninyong mabuti ang inyong prime divisor. So ano ang prime divisor natin? Take a look. No, take note, children. Divisor lang ang tingnan na prime divisor. Huwag kayong tumingin doon sa number na nasa baba. Ang number lang na ginamit ninyo sa pag-divide. Okay, so step 4. Multiply all the prime divisors common to the given numbers to get the GCF. So meron tayo doon 2 and then 2. So 2 times 2 equals to, okay, 4. So, ano nga? The greatest common factor is 4. So therefore, 4 is the greatest possible number of vases that Nancy can use. Okay. So, ayan na. Siguro sana maliwanag sa kanila, Tutor Joby. So, let's move on, Tutor Joby.
Okay, so yan po yung 3 methods na dapat nating gamitin to get or to find the greatest common factor. So yan, tingnan natin kung ano yung gagawin naman natin. Activity 1. So, Tutorella, find the greatest common factor by completing the needed data. Ayan, number 1. So we have there 6 and 12. So what is the missing factor for 6 and 12? So paki-comment down nga po yung inyong sagot. Ano nga ba ang missing factors natin sa 6? Yes? At kung ito ang inyong sagot, 2, very good. Ayan, may nagsagot na Tutor Wella. 1, 2, 3, and 6 daw. Sabi ni Ryan Matthew Cobar. How about 12? Ano naman yung missing factor sa 12? So we have there 1, 2, 3, 4, blank, and 12. So kung ito naman ang inyong sagot, ang sagot ay 6. Very good. So si Heavenly Tanghian, naisulat niya ang 6. Very good. So this is an example of listing method. So we have the common factors. Ano yung mga common factors natin? Paki-comment ulit ang mga common factors natin. Sige nga po, paki-comment nga. So, anuhin muna natin, shout out muna natin sila, ang ating, syempre, ang ating mga kasamahan, Tutorella, go!
Yes! Good afternoon sa ating magandang PSDS, Ma'am Diana Maridagli, ang ating butihing principal ni si Ma'am Regina R. Albay, and all the teachers of San Lorenzo Ruiz Elementary School. Good afternoon, dear teachers. Maraming salamat sa support na ibinibigay nyo sa amin ni Tutor Joby. Ayan na, Tutor Joby, may mga sagot na sila.
Yes, so i-reveal na natin.
Kinumpleto na yata nila.
Okay, so the common factors we have there 1, 2, 3, and 6. Ayan, tama ang sagot ni Rian Janine Gorospe and Jasmine Ferrer. At by looking at the common factors, obviously the greatest is 6. At ang sagot ni Ryan Matthew Cobar. So, tama po si Emerald Montañez. Okay, so let's proceed to number 2. So we had there 10 and 15. So what is the missing factor of 10? We have there 1, 2, 5, and blank. How about 15? We have 1, 3, blank, and 15. Sige, i-comment na po ang inyong sagot for number 2. Ayan, may nakikita na nga rin po ako mga sagot nila. So, 1, 2, 5, and the missing factor for 10 is? Correct. 10 po ang sagot. So, nakuha ni Jacob Abubo. Sino pa?
Si Heavenly.
Yeah.
Sino pa? Okay. So, let's continue, Tutor Joby.
Okay.
Si Fiona. Ayan, ngayon lang lumalabas ang kanilang mga sagot, Tutor Joby.
Okay. Yes. Okay, yes.
Si Sahulga, si Margaret, si Ria, Emerald, Jason, si Wayan, Gigi. Okay.
Dami. So, number 15 naman, we have there 1, 3. At kung ito ang sagot, tama po ang inyong sinulat. So, 5. At ang ating common factors, we have 1 and 5. At syempre, ang ating greatest common factor dyan ay tama. It is 5. At nakuha ni sino Tutor Well ang mga
Ah,
nakakuha?
okay, Tutor Joby, marami nakakuha. Nakuha yata ni Era, ni Sheila, si Joseph, si Fiona, si Sahulga, si
Isaac.
Athena, Isaac, si Jason, okay, si Janjan, and the rest of the grade 4 learners.
Yes.
Okay. Let's
Okay, so yan, ang listing method, paraan yan para makuha ang GCF. So naintindihan nila Tutor Wella kasi nakikita natin sa comment nila, they got it correctly. Okay, so activity 2, Tutor Wella.
Okay, for activity 2, find the greatest common factor or GCF of each pair of numbers using prime factorization or the factor 3 method. Okay, for number 1, 12 and 20. So tingnan natin. So 12 can be factored as 2 times blank. Okay, kapag 6 ang sagot, tama kayo learners. Okay, and 6 can be factored as, of course, 2 times 3. For 20 naman, pwede nating i-factor ang 20 as 10 kapag ang sagot nyo ay 2. Okay, correct learners. 10 times 2 is equals to 20. And then ang 10 ay pwede pa natin i-factor. So 2 times 5, kapag sagot nyo ay 5, correct kayo dyan. So, tingnan ninyo, pwede nyo nang makuha ang GCF dyan. Okay, and for number 1, ang GCF ay, gusto ko magbasa muna ng comment, Tutor Joby. Ano kaya ang sagot nila sa number 1? Merong sumagot ng number 1? Okay, habang hinihintay natin ang kanilang mga sagot, Tutor Joby, alam kong may gusto kang batiin. Batiin mo na.
Okay, siyempre may mga nakikita na ako Tutor Wella na galing sa aming province. So maraming salamat sa aking mga kabats na teacher din sa SDO Isabela pala. So sila yung mga kabats ko dyan sa Philippine Normal University na nagtuturo din sa aming probinsya. May mga nakita kong taga-Gamu, taga-Rojas, so marami pa pong iba. So hello po sa inyong lahat. Thank you so much sa support. So paki-share pa rin po ang ating live streaming para mas marami po ang makakapanood at mas marami po ang matututo. Diba, Tutorella?
Okay, correct ka dyan, Tutor Joby. Kaya ano pang ginagawa nyo? Every Friday, pakishare na po ang aming FB Live. Okay, so reveal na natin, Tutor Joby, for our number 1. Yes, ang correct. Nakakuha si Aziza, 4 ang sagot niya. Si Isaac, 4 din. Si Catherine, 4. Sino pa ba ang naka-4 dyan? Umakyat na.
Oo.
Okay. And thank you learners sa pag-participate. Let's move on now to number 2. Okay, ang number natin ay 10 and 30. 10 can be factored as, kapag ang sagot nyo ay 2, okay, correct kayo dyan. And that is 2 times 5 equals to 10. And for 30, we have there 3 times 10, and 10 can be factored as 2 times 5. So take a look at the answer. What will be our greatest common factor dahil nandyan na ang inyong prime factor. Nakita nyo na. So, ang sagot sa number 2, paki-comment nga po. Okay, so tingnan natin, Tutor Jovi. Sa number 2, may sumagot na kaya? Meron na. Si nakuha ito ni... Naku, umakyat na uli. Hindi ko nahabol.
Okay, tingnan natin. I-reveal na natin.
Oo.
It is
Okay,
10 at
yes.
nakuha nga. Yes, ni Isaac Sahulga, si Rafael, si Mercedita Magbanwa. Yan. Fiona. Si Ritz Aleza. Yan. Nakuha si Catherine Morillo. Si Heavenly Tanghian. Ayan. So, Nick Ritz. Yan, nabasa na natin. Si Mary Sofia din pala. Okay.
Si Jenilet.
Okay.
ba yun?
Janjan Kasha also. Thank you.
Si Eileen.
Okay.
Si Angel. Ayun. Si Jasmine. Okay. Si Aziza. Ang ganda ng pangalan niya, no? Okay. So, let's move on to activity 3, Tutor Joby.
Okay, so let's have activity 3. Find the greatest common factor of each pair of numbers using continuous or continuous division. So we have there 21 and 28. So anong prime factor ang pwede sa 21 and 28? So we have there 7. So 7 is the prime factor of 21 and 28 at ang lumabas agad na sagot ay 3 and 4. So wala nang common prime factor sa kanila, so you have to stop there. So therefore, ano ang kanyang GCF? Ang GCF ay, ayan, paki-comment nga kung nakikita nyo yung tamang sagot na nandyan na. So ito kasi yung pinaka the best na gamitin kapag
Meron na, Tutor Jovi.
yes, okay. So i-reveal natin. It is 7.
Se-
Sino-sino nga ba?
Okay, nakuha ni Rafael, ni Isaac, ni Janjan, ni Catherine, ni Zach, ni Maria Concepcion, ni Fiona, si Jude, okay, si Jasmine, si Erica, Mary Sofia, and the rest of our grade 4 learners.
Ayan.
Okay.
Okay. Yan, mas nadalian sila tutorwela sa continuous division. Okay, so let's proceed to number 2. We have the factors. We have there 12 and 24. So what is the prime factors that can you use to get the GCF of this two given number? So first is 2. So you have to divide it with 12 and 24. So ang lumabas ay 6 and 12. So sabi nga kanina, hindi ka titigil hanggat hindi naging prime ang lalabas na number natin. So 6 and 12 is still a composite number. So think of a number na again na prime. So we have there 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Again, 2 and 4 is still meron pa silang common prime factors. At ang common prime factors nila ay 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So titigil ka na kasi 1 and 2 is already has no other factors aside from 1 and itself. So look at the divisor natin, puro prime. You have there 2, 3, and 2. So what are you going to do with that numbers? Tama, i-multiply to get the GCF. Ano nga ba ang GCF natin ng 12 and 24? Yes, comment down your answer. At yan, comment down your answer. Nandiyan na nga yung kanilang sagot. So, i-reveal na natin. Ang sagot nila
Ni-
ay
12.
Okay, Tutor Wella, sino-sino nga ba?
Okay. Si Joyce Ann, si Jason, si Nicolay, si Joyce, si Michiko. Ayan, ang ganda ng pangalan. Si Nicolay. Sino pa kaya? Si Ria, si
Dami.
Rich, si Yul, si Jacob, si Joyce. Okay. And marami pang iba, Tutor Jovi.
Yan. So naintindihan nila Tutor Wella. So meron pa tayong isang activity bago tayo dumako sa isang lesson ulit. So we have activity 4. Tutor Wella, go on.
Yes, find the greatest common factor or GCF of the given pair of numbers using any of the 3 methods discussed earlier. So, pwede na tayong gumamit ng listing, prime factorization, and continuous division. So, for number 1, lagyan ninyo ng number children kung ano na ang number na sinasagutan ninyo para hindi tayo malito. Okay, for number 1, ang number natin ay 8 and 16. So, ano kaya ang GCF ng 8 and 16? So, tingnan mo nga, Tutor Joby. Meron na kayang sumagot? Meron na, Tutor Joby.
Okay.
And, sino kaya ang nakakuha ng tamang sagot,
Okay,
Tutor
reveal.
Joby? Okay, let's reveal, Tutor Joby. And the GCF of 8 and 16 is 8. Okay. And sino ka kaya ang nakakuha ng tamang sagot? Tutor Joby, meron na ba?
Yes,
Meron,
nakuha
si
ni
Isaac.
Isaac. Sa hugas, si
Very
Fiona, ano ba yun? Asan na siya? Tumakyat na. Basta si Fiona yun, nakuha niya.
Panuntan.
Panuntan, yan. Si
Okay.
Maria Concepcion Punsalan din. Ayan. Okay.
Okay, for
So,
number 2, 9 and 18. So 9 and 18, comment down your answer, children. Ayan na, marami nang sumagot, Tutor Joby. Reveal na natin. Okay, the answer is 9.
Ay,
And very good. Sino, Tutor Jovi?
ayan, umakyat na. Ang dami kanina. Si Ritz, si Mercedita, nakita ko rin kanina. Sino pa ba? Nasa taas na yung mga ibang sagot nila. Ayan,
Oh,
habulin ko. Yul Martin also. Si Ria. Sino pa ba? May umakyat na kasi eh. Ayan,
okay.
sino ba yun? Nawala. Si
Si
Ritz Alian.
Fiona, si Jenilet, si
Okay.
Zach. Okay, very good learners. Let's move on to number 3. Okay, 12 and 16. What is the GCF of 12 and 16? Comment down your answer for number 3. Okay. So, tingnan nga natin. Okay, Tutor Jovi, alam kong may nagpapabati sa atin ng isang magandang hapon. Okay, walang iba kundi ang mga ever supportive sa hirap at ginhawa kasama nating dalawa.
Yes.
Walang iba kundi si Mr. Rizal de Plana and si Mr. Darius Mangulab. Good afternoon sa inyo mga sir. Alam kong nandyan kayo, nakikita nyo kami. Okay, Tutor Jovi, nandyan na po. Number 3. Ang sagot nila ay 12. Okay. Tama ba?
Meron na.
Number 3, ang sagot ay 4.
Or,
Okay, and nakuha nila, Tutor Joby, sino nga?
yes, si Jason Paracad Francisco from SDO Isabela. Yan, nabasa ko kanina eh. Proud na proud taga Isabela ako eh. So, si Michi Cones din, si Isaac Sahulga, si Jacob, sino pa ba? Ayan, umakyat
Marami
na
sila.
habol. Si Catherine also. Yan, sila po yung nakuha nila ang number 3. Okay,
Oh,
go,
number
Tutorella.
number 4, 14 and 35. What is the GCF of 14 and 35? Remember, you can use the 3 methods kung alin po ang komportable kayong gamitin. And ang sagot natin, reveal na natin, Tutor Joby. Okay, ang sagot ay 7 at nakuha yan kaagad ni Mercy Dita.
Makalanda,
Makalanda,
Magbanwa.
Magbanwa, ang ganda ng
Even
pangalan, ano?
Aziza
Okay,
also.
si Jenilet. Okay,
Si
si Eileen.
Aileen. Si
Okay,
Ritz. Yan. Si Jasmine De Pedro. Si Fiona Panuntan. Then Marinel Nemis Makahilig. Yan. Si Nicolay. Ayan. So yung hindi namin nababasa, pasensya na po talaga. At ang bilis ng pag-akyat sa comment. Okay. So let's proceed, Tutor Wella. So we have
yes.
here, okay na? So we have here the story problem. So this is just a continuation in our lesson kanina about the getting or finding the GCF. So ito naman ay true story problem. So let's read the story problem. So Mrs. Santos is preparing emergency kits to be given to its class in grade 4. She has 30 bottles of water and 20 canned food, which she would like to distribute equally among the kids with no items left. So what is the greatest number of kits can she make? Okay, so itong story problem ay we have to follow some steps. Kailangan nating ay follow mabuti ang mga steps na to para lalo nating maintindihan ang pagsagot sa word problem. So ano-ano nga ba ang ating mga steps sa pagsagot sa word problem? So let's proceed. So we have there is step 1, we have to understand. So under understand, we have to answer the question, what is asked in the problem and what are the given facts. So yan, para lalo mong maintindihan, kailangang sagutin mo tong dalawang problem na to. At kung ang sagot mo sa what is asked in the problem is the greatest number of kits that Mrs. Santos can make, correct. Tama po ang iyong sagot. And what are the given facts? So 30 bottles of water and 20 canned food. Ayan. So nasa step 1 ka na. Naintindihan mo na, nasagot mo na yung 2 questions na yan. So mababasa pa rin yung sagot sa 2 questions na yan doon sa problem. So you have to read and analyze the problem. So next step we have there is step 2, you have to plan. So ano nga ba yung gagawin mo doon sa problem para masagutan mo siya ng mabuti at tamang sagot? So you have to answer, how will you solve the problem? Ito yung part na yung process na gagamitin mo. So, in finding the GCF, you can solve the problem. So, that is step 2. Next, we have step 3. So, solve. So, how is the solution done? So, in this problem, you can use the three methods that we have learned while ago. We have listing method, prime factorization, or continuous division. So, listing method ang papakita natin dito. So, we have to find the factors of 30 and 20. So, the factors we have there in 30, 1, 3, 5, 6, 10, and 30. The next number, we have 20. The factors are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. So, meron kang nakikita dyan na common factors. We have 1 and 1, 5, and 10. At ang kukunin mo dyan ay yung pinakamalaki. So, the greatest common factor is 10. Okay. Meron pa tayong ipinakita dito na isa pang um, paraan para makuha yung GCF. Okay. So, we have there the prime factorization. So, 30, 3, and 10. So, dito sa 3 times 10, meron ka pang composite number na 10. So, you should is continue. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-stop kasi hindi mo pa nahahanap yung prime factors. So, ang prime factors natin ng 10 ay 2 and 5. So, yan, pwede ka nang tumigil kasi nakuha mo na yung prime factors ng 30 which are 3, 2, and 5. So, proceed tayo sa isang number which is 20. So, what are the factors of 20? You can use 2 times 10. So, 10 is still a composite number. So, hindi ka pwedeng mag-stop doon. So, find ulit yung kanyang prime factors. So, ang prime factors ng 10 ay 2 and 5. So, ang prime factors ng 20 ay 2 times 2 times 5. So, i-list mo na ngayon. So, we have there 2 times 3 times 5 for 30. Ang 20 naman, we have there 2 times 2 times 5. So, the common factors we have 2 and 5. So, you have to multiply the common factors. So, we have there 2 times 5 and the greatest common factor is 10. So, therefore, ano yung susunod nating step? So, we have there, ang sunod nating step ay check and look back. Okay. So, yan po yung last step sa pagsasagot ng word problem. So, under check and look back, you have to answer what is the answer to the problem. So, nakita mo na doon sa solution mo kanina sa step 3, that is 10. So, therefore, the greatest number of kids is 10. Ayan. So, I hope naintindihan nyo yung 4 steps sa pagsagot sa word problem. Okay? So, let's proceed, Tutor Wella. We have, therefore, 10 is the greatest possible number of kids that Mrs. Santos can make. Okay. So, tingnan natin, Tutor Wella, kung naintindihan. Go on, Tutor Wella.
Okay, let's answer this problem, children. For number 1, Alan has 18 blue balls and 27 red balls. He wants to group them of the same size. Each group must have the same number of blue and red balls. What is the greatest number of groups that he can form? So, alalahanin nyo, a while ago ang diniscuss ni Tutor Jovi about the steps. Okay. What is asked in the problem? Kapag ang sinagot nyo ay ganito, okay, the greatest number of groups of balls that he can form, you are check. For letter B, what facts are given? Kapag ang facts na isinulat nyo dyan ay 18 blue balls and 27 red balls, tama kayo dyan. For letter C naman, how will you solve the problem? Kapag ang sinagot nyo naman dyan ay finding the GCF or find the GCF, okay, big check. Yan. Okay, next. For letter D. So let's solve the problem or show your solution. So pwede kayong gumamit ng 3 steps dyan. Ipasok ninyo. So alin ang mas madali sa inyo? Okay, so ang ginamit namin dito ay listing method. So take a look at the solution that we have. So nilista namin ni Tutor Jovi ang mga factors ng 18 and 27. For 18, we have 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, and 18. For 27, we have 1, 3, 9, and 27. So, tingnan ninyong mabuti. At tingnan ang common factors. We have there 1, 3, and 9. So, the greatest is 9. Very good, children. At nakuha yan nila, Kati. Sino pa ba? Okay. Nila Angel. Sino pa? Okay, Tutor Joby, mataas ang pag-akyat. Hindi ko nahabol yung iba. So, mamaya na lang.
Yes.
So, what is the answer to the problem? Ano ang sagot? So, Alan can form 9 groups of balls. Okay. So, I think, Tutor Joby, naintindihan nila. O, Tutor Joby, tingnan mo nga. Sino nga ang nakakuha ng tamang sagot, Tutor Joby?
Okay, si Jacob, si Catherine, si Ria Janine, si Zach, si Jenny Let, si Ria Janine, ayan, nasa taas na. Si Fabi, si Mary Sofia. Actually, Tutor Wella, habang nagsasagot ka, binabasa mo yung may mga nagpa-pop up ng mga sagot sa bawat letters doon sa
Very
pag-follow
good.
nila sa steps. Yan. So, Tutor Wella?
Okay, next,
Sundan
Tutor
natin.
Joby. Yes po. Ngayong araw, meron tayong challenge or assignment for them para i-discuss natin to for next Friday. So, learners, ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Paki-screenshot na or pwede ninyong balikan ang lesson natin sa ating YouTube channel at saka sa ating Facebook page. Okay, so challenge yourself. Ito yung problem natin. Christine has 77 mangoes and 63 bananas. She wants to put all of the fruit in boxes with each box having the same number of pieces of fruit in it. What is the greatest number of boxes will she use? Okay, that will be answered next meeting. Okay, so andito na po kami. Next, Tutor Joby, meron tayong patalastas. Okay. So, tingnan ninyong mabuti. ETUlay ang DepEd EdTech Unit ay nakikiisa sa Department of Science and Technology dahil sa siniselebrate nila ngayon ang National Science and Technology Week. So, with the theme, Agham at Teknolohiya, Tugon sa Hamon ng Panahon. Okay. So, saan ninyo ito makikita? You can open the website of, tingnan ninyo, www.nstw.dost.gov.ph at pwede nyo makita ang mga schedule of activities nila sa kanilang FB page. Ito ay ang NSTWDOST. Okay. With the following hashtag, Tutor Joby. Okay.
Yan.
Hashtag, ano yan, Tutor Joby? Pakibasa nga.
Okay, hashtag 2021 NSTW, hashtag DOST Tugon sa Hamon, hashtag Science for the People. Ayan. So, puntahan niyo po yung kanilang site. Marami pa po kayong makikita at matututo po kayo sigurado. Okay, so,
Okay, so, yes. Okay, so children, we know what is inside your mind and your heart. Please, paki-feedback naman by scanning the code. So we want to know your feedback, your comments, your suggestion para ma-improve pa po namin ni Tutor Joby ang aming pagtuturo online. Okay, so paki-scan na po para malaman namin ni Tutor Joby. And for that, without much further ado, I want to thank you all learners sa pagsama sa amin ngayon ni Tutor Joby. Thank you for sharing your time with us again. Ako si Tutor Wella and kasama ko si Tutor Joby sa hapong ito. Kami po ay nagpapasalamat at nagsasabing once again, God bless and goodbye. Okay, Tutor Joby?
So, salamat po sa inyong lahat. Until next Friday. So, we have to say goodbye ulit. Pero andyan kayo, sundan pa rin ang mga ETUlay programs natin. Every Friday, Math Talino Day. So, thank you. Up next, we have Tutor Joshua and Tutor Jordan for Math 5. So, bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Bye!
God bless.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!